Hello there, Emmanuel here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be answering a very important question. When is intelligence prime capital crashing? When is it going down? How to withdraw your money before the crash? Okay, so we're going to be discussing all of that in this video. So after my last video exposing intelligence prime capital as a scam, a lot of persons messaged me on Instagram and on WhatsApp, you know, we were asking lots of questions. Many wanted the original documents I used for that review, and then by the time I dropped this video, I would have dropped the documents or the links in the description of the other video. So please check the top of your screen right now. A card is going to flash up to that video, or you check this video description. You are going to get a link to the video to go back to that video and see the documents I used. So if you are new here and you have not watched that video, trust me, you really have to watch it, and you have to be careful with intelligence prime capital because it has been verified uh, through evidence that we have at hand that it's obviously another Ponzi scheme. So, assuming you have watched that video, if you have your own questions too, feel free to message me on Instagram. My handle would be on this video description. Okay, so before we proceed, as usual, let's have a brief disclaimer. Alright, so the thoughts expressed in this video are only personal thoughts and they are assumed to be correct based on extensive internet research. I'm only human and I have our best interest at heart. So if you notice any inaccurate point in the video, please point it out respectfully in the comment section. And you also need to know that I am not a certified financial advisor and I shall not be liable for the after effects of applying the contents of this video. So if you need good financial advice, please seek the services of a qualified financial advisor. So that being said, if you are still okay with watching this video, let's get right to it. So before we answer that question, when will intelligence prime capital crash? We will try to predict that since no one has direct information on that. We can only try to predict. And let's look at other Ponzi schemes, okay, how they acted in the past. So first of all, what is a Ponzi scheme? According to Wikipedia, a Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment program that used payments collected from new investors to pay off the earlier or the old investors, right? So the organizers of these Ponzi schemes they usually promise to invest the money they take from their investors to generate supernormal profits with little to no risk. So they try to assure you that the business you are venturing into has no risk or it has a little risk. And we have a very good example in front of us, Intelligence Prime Capital. We have been made to believe that so far the trading history has been very good, so there's virtually no risk or there's a little risk of losing just 1 to 2 trades in a day, and that is going to make us lose around 1% of our total portfolio, and that's very minimal, to be honest. So we are going to see this how we can use this data to predict the date where it is going to crash. So I'm going to run through some other facts about Ponzi schemes you need to know. Um, they target leaders and influencers with an audience. Yeah. So when the Ponzi scheme is about to launch, they usually target those who have good online presence. And right now on Intelligence Prime Capital, we can see many of them promoting the business. Yeah, they target public speakers because these are the ones who are going to help to spread the business to their followers, and in turn, they are going to get new investors because these persons already have trust in the person who is introducing the business to them. Yeah, so they have a supposed source of income. They have a model that they must have built to tell you that this is what we do to generate revenue. This is how we invest your money, so your funds are safe with us. Okay, we are not taking the funds of new investors to pay old investors. Rather, we have a business model which we are using to pay you to generate revenue to pay you. And we have that example here in Intelligence Prime Capital, which is forex trading. Unfortunately, their trades are not real. Like I said before, if you have not watched our previous video, please go and watch the video. The link is in the video description. Make sure you watch it so you would not be carried away, or you would not be lost or wondering why we are pronouncing Intelligence Prime Capital a scam while it is still paying. Okay. um Another fact about Ponzi schemes is that they usually give out high incentives to recruiters. Alright. So if you look at the system of Intelligence Prime Capital, if you are a normal investor, they claim that their bot is going to generate 45% for you, but unfortunately that's a fallacy. The maximum you can get is 30%. So you get between 20 to 30%, 20, 25, 30%. And that's if you get your profit and then you put your profit back. So you can see how smart they are. They have built it in a way that while you are getting profits, you would want more, and then you would put back the little you have gotten into it so as to generate more revenue for yourselves. But at the end of the day, they are going to end up using that to trap investors' funds. In fact, that is one of the reasons why the business is still running smoothly, because the rate of withdrawals is far less than the rate of deposits. People deposit and they keep on compounding and compounding their investment in the hopes of getting more at the end of the year. Will they really last to the end of the year? Well, we get to see that they try to be as anonymous as possible. Yeah, this is nothing new. It's very synonymous to Ponzi schemes. Yeah, the CEO of Intelligence Prime Capital is unknown. The face they gave us in their PDF, uh, it's fake. Yeah, the person does not exist. Nobody exists bearing that name and occupying the position they talked about. We also covered that in the previous video. Please watch that video if you have not watched it. The link is in this video's description. Okay. The highest details like their addresses and their face. Yeah, so the address they gave us too, the address exists, but we could not find we could not find Intelligence Prime Capital in that address. Sorry, I mentioned Sumax. Yeah, it's one of these Ponzi schemes too. All right. So the top leaders, they usually deaf their ears to these red flags. Yeah, the red flags are flying around. I'm not the only YouTuber talking about it. There are others bringing this to light, but they prefer to attack you in the comment section. I have actually reported lots of comments on my previous video of these leaders claiming to do this and do that. I don't want to mention that because some of the words they even used are against YouTube's policy. So a lot of threats and all of that from the top leaders. You understand? They are fighting on behalf of the company. A fight that the company would not fight for themselves. They are fighting it on behalf of the company because of the incentives that they are getting by recruiting others. They do not want to hear that this business is going to end at all any day. So once they see you bringing out any negative comments, they try to shut you up. You understand? So if you try to drop anything negative in their group or in their DM, or they block you without even trying to go through it to see if what you're saying makes any sense. It's normal. It's normal. Okay. And then the sorry, old investors. This is a mistake. I wrote new investors benefit here. Old investors benefit while the new investors lose. Yeah, more people end up losing than those who benefit. Yes, more persons are definitely going to end up losing than those who benefit. The top leaders are going to benefit because they are going to get revenue from the those they have referred. That's what is going to save them out. And then some too invested earlier, you know, during when it's launched around the first, second, third months, they're going to have the opportunity of getting their capital and some profits. But for the others, that will likely not be the case. So if you are watching this video, please make sure you have watched our previous video, so you will be sure you are doing the right thing. Okay, so all of these points, I wouldn't like this video to be very long. You can raise them up. They love presenting documents to show they are legit. Yeah, the registration with FinTrack, FinCEN, ASIC. We have also seen too that this does not guarantee anything. The systems are made to appear flawless. Yes, the leaders will never tell you of what is going on. My own upline did not tell me that once you register, there's something called bot security deposits where you cannot withdraw 20% of your MT4 balance where you must leave $50 in your account if you are trying to withdraw, the charges and all of that. They would not tell you that. The downtime of the website, they would not tell you that. So they love using crypto. Crypto is difficult to trace, almost impossible to trace, unless the crime involved is one that piques public interest. Yes, it piques the interest of top people in society. That is the only time they may attempt to track um, people who defraud others using crypto. So they love using crypto because it is very easy. Once they scam you through crypto, it will be very difficult to track the people, and that's exactly what IP Capital is using. No other forex broker uses only crypto. All of them, they have a payment gateway, or let me say 90%. So far, I've not seen anyone that does not use a payment gateway. But IP Capitals do not have a payment gateway. They use only crypto, and with crypto, once they pull off the plug, once they stop paying, there's nothing you can actually do about it. There's no way you can track them or trace them because they use crypto and it is somehow untraceable. You cannot see the names of those operating the wallets. They disappear without notice. They do not have a particular way of disappearing. Yes, so let's talk about the answer to the question in this video, right? When are they going to disappear? So for the fact that they are still paying now does not mean they are going to remain forever, or to the end of the year, to the end of this month, the end of next month. The truth is that no one can accurately tell you the date. All right, what you need to know is the fact that it is not legit. So when you know that it is not legit, what should you do? Well, in the case of, normally what you should do is to withdraw all of your capital and then move on, since you cannot predict when it is going to end or crash. But in this case, they are one step ahead of us. They have this bought security deposit that they have used to, hold down the capitals of investors. So what you can do is to at least withdraw all of the funds that you have access to, all right, and then leave the others for them to see what will become of it. Now, I use a strategy to be able to withdraw all of it, the both security deposit and all of that. But ever since I used it, I tried making others use it, those who messaged me on Instagram, but it did not work out. Seems like they found out, and I cannot even mention it here in this video because they are definitely going to watch this video. All right, so if we were able to find another means, I'll definitely let you guys know by making another video. So please make sure you are subscribed, so that you'll be notified when I drop a video on that. Yeah, so another thing you need to know about Ponzi schemes is that they die, or they end when new members stop registering. Yes. So once, for now, people are still registering on Intelligence Prime despite the bad reviews and all of that. Yes. So, but once people stop registering, they are going to know that, okay, people have stopped registering and people are withdrawing. If we continue this way, we are definitely going to run at a loss. So what are they going to do? They are going to stop paying, or they are going to start bringing out strange policies, probably telling you that you need to have a particular number of referrals or downlines before you can place withdrawals and all of that. Yes, it usually happens. So some examples, we have this MBA Forex. It lasted for over a year, if not even 2 years. We have these profit ticket scalpers. Yes, they said they were buying and selling football tickets. Yeah, we're trading it like Forex. We have this one. It has not gone off successfully, so max, but um, the terms they are bringing up for withdrawal, they've changed the name of their platform up to 3 times since they launched. They're bringing up all sorts of crazy terms and all of that, so it's almost like a lost investment. We have Hyperverse, Axtali, JS links. JS links, I want you guys to research on this. I have a link to this in my previous video. Please check my previous video. I would have added the link now in my video description. For those of you who are still having doubts that the servers of Intelligence Prime Capital is a live server, I want you to click through that link and see what happens to the investors of these JS links. Yeah, so they invested with JS links, and it was like Intelligence Prime Capital they were trading on a fake server. They had their private logins with a different broker, JS links and everything. But at the end of the day, they could not withdraw. So I want you to really um, go through that review. Okay, the link is also in the description of my previous video. I'm going to attach a link to the video in this video's description. So is Intelligence Prime Capital a Ponzi scheme? Well, it checks all these 13 or 14 boxes, the points that we dropped here. It checks all of them. It's guilty of all the features of a Ponzi scheme. So yes, it is. It may be paying for now, but it is not going to continue paying. I don't know. I wouldn't like to give any dates. So when that date comes, then no one's going to message me and say, "Hey, look, you gave a wrong date. It did not stop paying." All right. So just be smart with your investment. I've given you tips. Leave only an amount that you can afford to lose, all right, so that when they eventually pull the plug, when they eventually stop paying, you're not going to be hurt that hard. The difference between you who is watching this video and someone who refused to watch this video or did not get the privilege to watch it is that they do not have information. You have pre-information now, so please act on the information you have gotten, all right, to save yourself. So these are the few tips I can give to you. Okay, let's also answer this question. Should you invest in a Ponzi scheme? This question is personal. It is personal to answer. Okay. In most cases, new investors usually benefit while old investors do not. But I wouldn't advise one risking funds. If you really want to make money online, you should learn a high income paying skill. You should learn digital skills, skills like content creation, forex trading, crypto trading, data science, and many other skills available that you can do online to generate revenue for yourselves. You could learn one of these skills or look for one of the legit online platforms to invest in instead of investing in a Ponzi scheme. But as a check, you do not want to invest more than you can afford to lose in case you get unlucky and it crashes before you expect. All right. So based on popular demand, I'll be reviewing MetaFutures, which is a bot for trading on Binance futures. Yeah, we have Royal Q that trades spots for you. It trades sports, like, I don't know if you guys get that. We have sports trading, we have different types of trading: sports, futures, and the rest, margin trading, and the rest. So Royal Q trades sports for you. This Meta Futures, yes, it trades futures for you. It does futures trading for you, tells you when to buy and when to sell. And we also have this expert moments. Yeah, expert moments, they are very similar to Intelligence Prime Capital, but they would allow you use a broker of your choice. So I also got some negative reviews, but I cannot release that now, of some trades that people took and they were not going well. People were losing their capital, and some were even saying they are going back to Intelligence Prime Capital, forgetting that the servers here in Intelligence Prime Capital are not even real. Okay, so I'm going to review it. Make sure you are subscribed so you get a notification when I review this platform, to answer the question if they are profitable or not. And I think for this too, it's not going to be a case of it being a scam or not. It's going to be a case of, is it profitable or not. So make sure you are subscribed so you get notified when I drop a video on that. All right, so please like this video and subscribe. My name is Emmanuel Lugbo, and I'll see you in the next video.